Welcome back to another chapter of the Red Druid's journey with leftstickrightstick. So the Red Druid is in a dark, vast underground cavern, slowly walking towards the light. He is unsure where he is, but he heads towards the light. That is what he knows. But he looks out over and it's all dark. He chases after spots of light in this cavern. He calls out to see if anyone is nearby, but no one is there to respond. He looks around, follows any ray of light that he can find, and he seems to spot a carpet ray who calls out to him and shows him the path. The Red Druid calls back to him and follows him through the ruined tunnels. He walks through them, and he sees carpet birds, a flock of carpet birds. He walks towards them, calls out. They grant him power for him to fly up towards more tunnel portions in the ruins. The carpet birds fly ahead, showing the Red Druid the path that he should take through all these ruined pieces buried amongst the sand. He calls out to them as he follows them. But every time he gets near and he calls out to them, the carpet birds fly off again, showing the Red Druid where to go. He looks back. Loads of tunnels lead this way. He should follow the ruined tunnels. He comes towards a pit, which looks like what would have been an intersection of all these tunnels, but now they lay in ruins, with lots of carpet ribbons sprouting out from the ground as if they were seaweed. This whole area gives the Red Druid an impression that this feels very underwater-like. He flies around and tries to explore inside the tunnels, see if they hide any hidden treasures. But nothing. As he calls out, the carpet birds fly to him, granting him more energy to replenish his flying powers. He heads towards one of the entrances towards the tunnels from the direction he came from. There was nothing inside. It's all buried and blocked. Powers himself back up using the carpet ribbons, and he flies out. He plays amongst the seaweed carpet ribbons and explores around in the tunnels, hoping to find a secret glyph to increase his flight powers and extend his robe's scarf. He looks around, but there's no secret glyph to be found. He wanders towards the open area where there's no carpet ribbons, but decides no, there mustn't be anything here. So he flies around, trying to spot the hidden glyph as he goes around, playing amongst the carpet ribbons. Turns around, but wait, he sees one. He flies towards it. A carpet ray in the distance calls out to the Red Druid, telling him, "Come this way." But the Red Druid must claim his secret gift and increase his flying powers before he can carry on. The carpet ray is waiting for him in the doorway of the next section. Looking out, more carpet ribbons sprout out, as if they're chains of seaweed. And oh my god, look at here! There are carpet jellyfish! The Red Druid shouts out to them, "Hey, jellyfish!" But he flies on, for he must press ahead. Flies through the carpet seaweed and up as they give him more powers of flight, flying higher and higher through the doorway into the next section as the carpet ray follows him. The next section, the floor, has been destroyed, so they go down into the lower room through the tunnel. He flies across, and he notices that that's a statue of the great elder druid buried in the sand with just the head showing. He calls out to the carpet ray that rushes past him, but the carpet ray didn't stop. The Red Druid decides to chase after him to see what's going on, but oh my god! He chased after him to see the stone dragon brutally devour the carpet ray. The Red Druid's a bit disorientated. surrounded by all these stone statues, unsure which is the danger. He rushes off and he finds the narrow doorway, tries to rush and avoid the stone dragon and any dangers. He looks back as he enters into the doorway just to see if the stone dragon was still there, but it was gone. He walked through this narrow passageway with a stone statue there, staying away from it in case. Then he can hear the roars of the stone dragon as it flies by. And the druid approaches the end of this hallway, cautiously approaching the exit, waiting for the stone dragon to pass. He walks out slowly and he heads towards the side of the path so he's not out in the open. Hopefully he will not be spotted. Up ahead he sees, oh my god, carpet birds being slaughtered by another stone dragon. Red Druid cautiously moves along the sides of the passage. He quickly tries to cross as the passage seems to turn and curve, hiding behind in the shadows of the pillars in this hallway. He makes a dash for it through the center of the passageway, and then as he spots the light of a stone dragon, he hides to the right of the passage, hiding behind another stone statue. But then he thinks, wait, is this also a stone dragon that is just pretending to be still? He's scared. He doesn't want to go in front of it, but he tries anyways. Luckily, that was not a stone dragon and did not move, so he carried on. Oh, he approaches another one. Decides, no, I will not take the risk this time on. Thankfully, he did not, because that stone statue did come alive, and the stone dragon flew off. Luckily, he did not spot our red druid. The spotlight of the stone dragons shine down, and luckily the red druid avoids detection by the stone dragon. He's by a tunnel and he quickly hides inside one to avoid detection by the stone dragons that fly above. This is an intense moment for the red druid. He slowly passes through those tunnelways. As the stone dragon had flown off, quickly hides back into the tunnel as another stone dragon passes. That was a close call. Red druid rushes out, going into the shadows by the pillars, and trying to find the sides of this passageway so he does not get detected by the stone dragons. This is a dangerous path the red druid must take on his journey. Stone dragons await at every corner. He's gone up to the ridge of the passageway, where he just walks along the side, and he spots constant streams of stone dragons flowing down the passageway. He decides it's not wise to go through the passageway until there is time where you can cross. He looks down, he crosses quickly. But then wait, he thought that there was a stone dragon coming, so he tried to go backwards. And rightly so, there was another stone dragon coming, but he managed to go past. But oh look, on the other side of the passageway, there's a secret glyph. He rushes towards it. This was not the time to be thinking about secret glyphs. And he had to move quick to avoid all of the stone dragons, so he flew up, careful not to make too much noise as he did so, and flies towards the only doorway. And he looks down. Oh my god, there are stone dragons, and there is no way. He jumps up to try and avoid the stone dragons, tries to fly over them, but they spot him. And now he lands. He tries, all he can do is just slide as fast as he can, but the stone dragons follow up, chase up right behind him. He needs to move quick. He needs to make it to the secret glyphs, and he did, made just in time. The power of the secret glyphs surrounding the stone druid statue banished the stone dragons away. The red druid was thankful, and he rushed to pray by the stone druid and meditate. He sat down, thankful that he survived the stressful ordeal. Once again, the great druid talks to the red druid, stands alongside him, and conveys more of the story about their past. before, during the Civil War, lots of the white druids perished and died. As our civilization declined, sand dunes in the desert covered our great cities. All that was left were tombstones left from the white druid civilization. The spiritual energy returned to the skies as stars, but one day a star came shooting down and a lone red carpet druid emerged. That was the end of the story by the great white elder druid. The red druid finished his meditation, again glad that he had survived his ordeal against the stone dragons. He looked around this glyph-protected stone druid in awe of the power of the glyphs, and then he carried on his journey through the hallway to the next area. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed another chapter of the Red Druid's journey, and I hope you click that like button below. And don't forget to subscribe to leftstickrightstick to carry on along our journey with Journey.